Welcome. To receive daily prayers and inspiring messages of God's love and peace, please subscribe and join our community. My beloved child, hear my gentle voice as I call to you softly from the depths of your heart. In the midst of your busy day, your restless thoughts, and the noise that surrounds you, I invite you to pause. I ask you to lay down the burdens you carry so heavily upon your shoulders and step into a sanctuary of peace that I have prepared just for you. You may not always feel it, but know this: I am always near. I am here now, whispering words of comfort and love directly into your soul. Whether you are weary, confused, afraid, or overwhelmed, you are not alone. My presence surrounds you like a gentle breeze, steady and unyielding, even when the world feels chaotic and uncertain. Take a moment to breathe deeply with me now. Breathe in slowly, feeling the air fill your lungs, and breathe out, releasing tension, worry, and fear. With each breath, let yourself sink deeper into a stillness you may have forgotten existed. This stillness is a gift from me, a place where your heart can rest, your spirit can heal, and your soul can find refuge. I know the thoughts that race through your mind. I know the worries that wake you in the night, the unanswered questions, the what-ifs, the mistakes you wish you could erase. I know the moments when you have felt unworthy of love or too broken to be healed. I see the tears you hide, the smiles that mask the pain inside. My child, bring all these things here, to this sacred space between us. There is no judgment here. No demand for perfection, no need for you to fix yourself before coming to me. Come as you are, tired, broken, hopeful, afraid. My love is not reserved for the strong or the flawless. It is poured out generously for you, just as you are. Imagine now a soft light glowing warmly in this peaceful place. It is a light that knows no darkness, a light that gently reaches into every shadowed corner of your heart. This light is my love, constant, unwavering, and infinitely patient. It wraps around you like a blanket on a cold night, protecting you, warming you, holding you close. You might wonder, how can this love be real? How can it reach me when I feel so far away? My precious child, the distance you feel is an illusion, a veil that the enemy of your peace tries to weave to separate you from me. But I assure you, that veil cannot withstand the power of my love. No matter how far you think you have wandered, no matter how lost or alone you feel, I am there, waiting for you with open arms. In your loneliness, you are never truly alone. In your despair, hope still shines. In your weakness, my strength is made perfect. This is the promise I make to you. You are never too far for my love to find you. Let these words settle deep into your heart. Let them wash over you like a soothing rain after a long drought. With every breath, receive the assurance that you are cherished beyond measure. You are my beloved, treasured more than the stars in the sky, more than the vast oceans. There is nothing you have done, no place you have been, that can diminish my love for you. Sometimes the world around you may tell you otherwise. Sometimes your own thoughts may betray you, whispering lies of worthlessness or failure. But hear me now, louder than any voice of doubt. You are loved. You are known. You are held. Close your eyes if you will, and imagine yourself resting in my arms. Feel the rhythm of my heartbeat, steady and sure, matching your own. Feel the peace that flows from me to you, quieting the storms inside your mind and soul. This peace is more than the absence of trouble. It is the presence of love, the kind of love that transforms and heals. You may have tried to find this peace in many places, people, accomplishments, distractions, but it is here with me, always. It cannot be earned or lost. It is freely given because you are my child, and I am your father. In this moment, allow yourself to surrender all your worries, all your fears. Lay them at my feet. You do not have to carry them alone any longer. My yoke is easy and my burden is light. Come, rest here in my love. Let your heart breathe freely for the first time in a long while. Know that this invitation is open to you every day, every hour, every breath. When the world grows heavy again, return to this place of peace I have given you. Let my love be your refuge and your strength. Remember, my dear one, that you do not have to understand everything or have all the answers. You only need to trust that I am with you, guiding you step by step. When you feel lost, call out to me and I will answer. When you feel weak, lean into me and I will uphold you. I am patient with your pace. I am gentle with your heart. I am faithful to my promise never to leave you nor forsake you. So come, rest now. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen to the quiet voice that says, I am here. You are loved. You are never too far. Let this truth be the foundation of your days ahead. Let it root deeply in your soul, bringing peace beyond understanding, joy beyond measure, and hope that never fades. This is our sacred space, the place where you and I meet in love and peace. Stay here with me a while longer. Let my love fill every part of you. Let it heal, restore, and renew. You are never too far for my love, and you never will be. My dear child, as you remain in the quietness of my presence, I want you to hold close to your heart a truth that stands firm beyond time and circumstance. My love for you never leaves. It is unshakable, unwavering, and stronger than any force that might try to pull you away. Imagine a light, soft yet brilliant, that shines endlessly in the darkness. Even when the night seems endless and shadows press in from every side, that light remains. It does not flicker or fade, it is constant. That light is the love I have for you, glowing steady and bright, no matter how dark your world may become. Perhaps you have walked through seasons of deep loneliness, feeling as though you were abandoned or forgotten. Maybe you have believed the lie that your mistakes, your pain, or your doubts have placed a great distance between us. But hear me now, my precious one. You were never alone. You were never out of my reach. My love has been with you every step of the way, quietly lighting your path, even when you could not see it. This love I carry for you is not conditional. It is not based on what you have done or have not done. It does not grow or shrink depending on your feelings or circumstances. It simply is an eternal flame that burns with perfect faithfulness. I know what it feels like to be alone. I have walked with you through every valley, every shadow, and every moment of isolation. When you have cried out in silence, I have heard your heart's deepest ache. When you have felt rejected, I have gathered you close, whispering, "You are beloved." Do not mistake the silence or the distance you sometimes feel for abandonment. It is only in those moments that I draw closer still, waiting patiently for you to notice my presence. Like the sun behind thick clouds, my love is always there, waiting to break through and warm your soul again. Remember the stories of old, the times when people wandered in the wilderness, lost and afraid. Though the path was dark and uncertain, my love was the pillar of fire by night and the cloud by day, guiding them onward. I am still that light for you today. Even when you feel surrounded by darkness, trust that my love surrounds you, protecting you and leading you home. There is no darkness so deep that it can extinguish the light of my love, no storm so fierce that it can drown out the song I sing over you. When the night feels long and your heart feels heavy, listen for that song, a melody of hope, peace, and relentless grace. Perhaps you have tried to run from this love, thinking you are unworthy, thinking you must earn it. But love is not a prize to be won. It is a gift freely given, wrapped in mercy and grace, waiting only for you to accept it. No matter how far you feel you have strayed, no matter how broken or tired you are, my love is still there, steady and sure. There may be times when you stumble and fall, times when doubt creeps in like a shadow over your heart. In those moments, my love does not judge you or turn away. It reaches out with gentle hands, lifting you up, reminding you of your true worth. You are not defined by your mistakes, but by my unchanging love for you. Imagine now that light again, filling your heart with warmth and peace. Let it chase away the shadows of loneliness, fear, and despair. Feel it grow brighter with every breath you take until it radiates from within you, a reflection of the love I have poured into your soul. My love is like the dawn that breaks after the longest night. No matter how dark your past, no matter how uncertain your future, the promise of a new day always remains. That promise is anchored in my love for you, steadfast, enduring, and everlasting. So when you feel isolated or forgotten, reach out to me. Call upon my name. Even if your voice trembles with uncertainty or sorrow, I am listening. I am here. My love will never leave you, never abandon you. Let this truth be your refuge in times of trouble. When the storms rage and the winds howl, cling to the knowledge that you are held in a love that will not let go. It is a love stronger than death, more faithful than the rising sun. And when the world around you seems cold and unkind, remember that my love burns brighter than any chill. It is a fire that warms your spirit, lights your way, and restores your hope. You may sometimes feel invisible, unseen, or unheard, but I see you. I hear every whispered prayer and every unspoken sorrow. My love embraces you in your loneliness and fills the emptiness with peace. No matter what you face, my love remains. It is your anchor, your shelter, your safe place. When you are weak, it is your strength. When you are lost, it is your guide. This love is not just for the good days, but also for the hardest ones. It carries you through pain, loss, and fear. It holds you when you cannot hold yourself. So take heart, beloved one. You were never too far, and you will never be too far for my love. This love is eternal, unchanging, and forever yours. Let it wash over you now. Let it fill you with peace and hope. And as you walk forward, carry this love in your heart, shining like that eternal light, always present, always faithful, always near. My dear child, as you continue to rest in the quiet embrace of my love, I want to speak to you about a truth so profound that it changes everything. I accept you fully, just as you are. There is no part of you that I do not know, no corner of your heart hidden from my gaze. I see every flaw, every fear, every mistake, and I accept them all with unwavering love. You might feel unworthy, burdened by the weight of your shortcomings and regrets. You may carry shame for things you wish you could undo, or pain from wounds that have never fully healed. but I want you to hear this deeply because it is the foundation of our relationship. My love is not conditional upon your perfection. It is not a reward you earn by being good enough. It is a gift freely given, embracing every part of you, your brokenness, your doubts, your failures, and your beauty alike. Imagine for a moment that you are standing before me, stripped of all pretenses, all masks, all attempts to appear strong or flawless. You do not need to hide anything. I already know your heart intimately, your joys and sorrows, your victories and defeats. And yet my gaze is not one of condemnation, but of tender acceptance. You are enough. You have always been enough. My love reaches beyond the mistakes you have made or the ways you have fallen short. It is a love that forgives completely and restores wholly. No sin is too great, no past too dark to separate you from my grace. When you feel weighed down by guilt or shame, bring those burdens to me. Lay them down in my presence. I will not condemn you. I will lift you up. You might wonder, how can I be forgiven? How can I be accepted when I have hurt others or even myself? Know that my forgiveness is deeper than any mistake. It reaches into the darkest places of your soul and brings light and healing. My mercy washes over you like a gentle river, cleansing and renewing. Forgiveness is not just a word, it is the doorway to freedom. When you accept my forgiveness, you are freed from the chains of regret and self-condemnation. You can breathe again. You can walk forward with hope and courage. And this forgiveness is not just from me to you, it is also a call for you to forgive yourself. Many of you carry harsh judgments against your own hearts, believing you are unlovable or too broken to be healed. But I say to you now, forgive yourself as I have forgiven you. Let go of the lies that hold you captive. Acceptance begins with opening your heart to receive this love and forgiveness. It may be difficult at first. You might feel unworthy or hesitant. That is natural. Healing is a journey, not a sudden transformation. But each step you take toward acceptance brings you closer to wholeness. In this moment, I invite you to open your hands and heart to receive my forgiveness. Imagine me reaching out to you, taking your hands in mine, looking into your eyes with compassion and understanding. Feel the warmth of my love as it pours over you, dissolving shame and fear. I accept you fully, your past, your present, your future. Nothing can separate you from my love. It is not something you earn, it is who you are because you are mine. When you embrace this truth, a new life begins within you. The burdens you once carried become lighter, and your spirit is renewed. You are free to live not by the standards of the world, but by the truth of who you are in me, beloved, forgiven, and whole. Remember the parable of the prodigal child who wandered far and lost, yet was welcomed back with open arms. That is how I welcome you. No matter how far you have strayed, no matter what you have done, you are always invited home. You do not have to prove your worthiness. You only need to come as you are. Let my acceptance and forgiveness be the foundation on which you build your life. When doubts arise or past mistakes try to pull you back into despair, return to this truth. I am with you, loving you unconditionally, forgiving you completely. You are more than your mistakes. You are my beloved child, created in love and redeemed by grace. Nothing can separate you from that. So come, rest in this love. Receive my forgiveness now. Let it wash over every part of you. You are accepted just as you are, and you are deeply loved. My beloved child, as you continue to rest in the tender embrace of my presence, I want to speak to you about the healing power of my love. A love that reaches into the deepest places of your heart and soul to mend what has been broken, to soothe what has been wounded, and to restore what has been lost. Life's journey has not always been easy for you. You have walked through valleys shadowed by pain, carried burdens heavier than you wished, and faced trials that left scars unseen by others. Those wounds may be hidden deep inside, the wounds of loneliness, betrayal, disappointment, regret, and grief. You might have tried to cover them, to numb them, or to push them aside, hoping they would fade with time. But I see them, and I know how much they hurt. My love is like a gentle balm, poured tenderly over every one of those wounds. It does not rush or demand, but patiently seeps into every crack and crevice of your heart. It softens the hardness that pain can cause. It warms the cold places left by loss, and it breathes life into the tired and weary parts of your soul. Imagine now the most delicate and soothing touch you have ever experienced, the touch that calms a frightened child or eases the ache of a grieving heart. That is how my love moves within you, gently, relentlessly, tenderly. It does not force its way, but invites you to open, to receive, and to be healed. Healing is not always instant or dramatic. Sometimes it is a quiet unfolding, a slow unwrapping of layers you have built to protect yourself. Sometimes it requires courage to face the pain rather than hide from it. But know this, I am with you every step of the way. You do not walk this path alone. You might ask, how can love heal wounds so deep? How can I be whole again when I feel so broken inside? My dear child, love is the most powerful force in all creation. It has the ability to transform darkness into light, sorrow into joy, and despair into hope. It is through love that life is renewed and the soul is made whole. My love reaches into the places where words fail, where tears flow silently, where the heart longs for comfort. It is there, in those quiet, tender moments, that healing begins. When you allow yourself to rest in this love, to trust it, and to open your heart, you make space for transformation. Perhaps you carry wounds inflicted by others, words spoken in anger, betrayals that cut deep, or losses that shattered your world. Bring those wounds to me. Let me hold them with you. I understand your pain because I have borne the deepest suffering for you. I know what it means to be hurt and misunderstood, to feel alone even when surrounded by many. You do not have to carry your pain by yourself any longer. Place it in my hands. I will not reject it or dismiss it. I will embrace it with compassion and use my love to mend the broken places. And for those wounds you have caused yourself, the regrets, the guilt, the self-recrimination, I offer you the same grace. My love does not condemn, but frees. It invites you to forgive yourself as I forgive you, to release the burdens of shame, and to step into the light of healing and renewal. Healing also requires your willingness to receive. It is not something I impose, but something you open your heart to embrace. You may be afraid of vulnerability, afraid of feeling the pain again. That is understandable. But trust that my love will hold you gently, even when the healing process stirs old fears or sorrows. I encourage you now to open your heart wider. Allow my love to flow freely through every part of you, especially the places that feel broken or dark. Let it wash over you like a soothing rain after a long drought, refreshing and renewing every cell of your being. Feel the warmth of this love penetrating deeply, dissolving fear, softening anger, quieting restless thoughts. Let it fill you with peace that surpasses understanding, a peace that anchors your soul amidst life's storms. You are not defined by your wounds, but by the love that heals them. You are not broken beyond repair, but beautifully whole in my eyes. This love I have for you is constant and eternal. It is stronger than every hurt and more powerful than every pain. So, my precious child, do not close your heart in fear or resistance. Embrace the healing love that I offer. Let it transform your sorrow into joy, your weakness into strength, your despair into hope. I am here, always ready to heal, to restore, to make you new. Trust in this love, rest in it, and watch as it gently but surely renews your spirit, day by day. You are loved beyond measure, you are cherished beyond words, and through this love you will find healing for every wound and peace for every restless heart. My beloved child, as you remain here in the stillness of our shared space, I want you to receive a truth that will reach deep into the core of your being, a truth that will bring calm to your restless heart and light to your darkest moments. Know that I understand you completely, not just the parts you willingly show the world, but the secret places within your heart where your deepest dreams and most hidden pains dwell. I see all the hopes and desires you hold, even those you keep locked away for fear of being disappointed or hurt. I know the quiet dreams that whisper to you in the night, the visions of a life filled with peace, love, joy, and purpose. These dreams are precious to me, for they are the threads of your unique soul, woven carefully by my hands. Yet I also see the shadows that cling to your heart, the fears, the regrets, the wounds that no one else knows about, the silent tears that fall when no one is watching, the loneliness that makes you feel isolated even in a crowded room. I see the brokenness you try to hide, the pain that weighs you down, and the burdens that feel too heavy to bear. You might believe that no one truly understands the depths of your heart, not your friends, not your family, perhaps not even yourself. You might fear that if others could see the real you, they would turn away. But listen closely, my precious one. I know, I have always known. Every sigh, every tear, every unspoken cry that echoes in your soul, I carry them all. There is no secret too dark, no sorrow too deep, no corner of your heart too hidden that I cannot reach. I am intimately acquainted with your whole being. I see you with the eyes of love, tender and compassionate. Sometimes the pain inside you feels so overwhelming that you cannot find the words to express it. You may feel lost in a sea of emotions, fear, confusion, sadness, anger, and your heart struggles to make sense of it all. Yet even in your silence, even in your struggle to be understood, I hear you, I understand. My knowing transcends words and feelings. It touches the very essence of who you are. This deep understanding brings a peace that surpasses all human comfort, a peace born from being truly seen and deeply loved. When you feel invisible or misunderstood by the world, remember that I see you clearly. When loneliness threatens to engulf you, know that you are held close in my heart. There is immense comfort in being known without judgment, in having every thought and feeling accepted without conditions. I offer you this comfort now. Lay down the walls and masks you wear to protect yourself from hurt. Bring me your whole self, the pain, the joy, the doubts, the dreams. In this sacred space of complete understanding, you are safe. You are free to be vulnerable, to be raw, to be real. My love does not waver or falter, no matter what you reveal. It is steadfast and unwavering. You may wonder how it is possible for me to know you so intimately. I tell you, my child, because I am your creator. I breathed life into you and crafted every detail of your being. There is nothing about you that surprises me or makes me turn away. In fact, it is your very uniqueness that I cherish. The tapestry of your life, woven with threads of joy and sorrow, strength and weakness, hope and despair, is precious in my eyes. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Every part of you reflects my handiwork, and I delight in you. Let this truth wash over you like a gentle rain after a long drought, soothing your weary spirit and refreshing your soul. When the weight of your hidden pain feels too heavy to carry, bring it to me. I will not only understand, but will carry it for you too. My understanding is not distant or cold. It is a warm, compassionate presence that embraces you fully. It is a healing touch that reaches into your broken places and begins to mend what has been torn. I am near to the broken-hearted and save those crushed in spirit. Do not be afraid to come to me with your whole heart. Even the parts you believe are unlovable or too painful, I welcome them all. I am here to listen, to comfort, and to heal. Your pain does not push me away. It draws me closer. You may feel isolated by your struggles, but know that you do not walk this path alone. I have walked with you through every moment of loneliness and despair. My understanding is a balm to your soul, a refuge in times of trouble. Sometimes the burdens you carry feel too heavy because you try to bear them alone. Let me share your load. Place your burdens into my hands. Rest in the knowledge that I understand your heart better than anyone else ever could. And when the world misunderstands you or judges you harshly, I am your advocate and defender. I stand with you, loving you fully and calling you my beloved child. Your worth is not measured by the opinions of others, but by the depth of my love for you. So come to me with your fears, your doubts, your sorrow, and your hope. Open your heart fully, and let my understanding and love pour into every corner. Let my presence be the gentle whisper that soothes your restless mind and the steady light that guides you through dark days. Rest now in the peace that comes from being fully known and fully loved. Let this peace guard your heart and mind, filling you with hope and strength. You are never alone. You are never unseen. You are deeply and completely understood by the one who created you. Let this truth settle within you. Let it be a source of comfort and courage as you walk forward. I am with you always, understanding, loving, and holding you close. My beloved child, as you journey deeper into the quiet space where my love surrounds you, I want you to know how patiently I wait for you. I do not rush you or force your steps. I am here with open arms, gently inviting you to return whenever your heart is ready. In this world, you may be used to urgency, the relentless push to move faster, to decide quickly, to have all the answers. You might feel pressured to fix your brokenness on your own timetable or to meet expectations you believe are set by me or by others. But hear me now. My love for you is not hurried or demanding. It is patient and gentle, waiting calmly for you to come as you are, at your own pace. I understand that healing and growth are not always swift. Sometimes your soul needs time to rest, to catch its breath, to gather strength. I honor the seasons of waiting in your life because I am with you through every one of them. I do not abandon you in your pauses or delays. Instead, I use these moments to prepare your heart for the next step, to fill you with grace and peace. Imagine me standing beside you, not pulling or pushing, but simply holding your hand, steady and sure. I do not force your journey, but I am faithful to walk alongside you, no matter how long the path takes. There is no place you need to hurry to when you are in my presence. Here, time unfolds gently, like the petals of a flower opening to the sun. You may have felt rushed before by voices inside or outside you that tell you to be perfect, to have it all together, to hurry toward healing or success. But I see beyond those pressures. I see your heart's true readiness, your quiet willingness beneath the noise of expectation, and I wait for that readiness with a love that never tires. Sometimes waiting feels hard. It can stir impatience, frustration, or even fear that you will be left behind or forgotten. But I promise you this. My waiting is not a sign of distance or disinterest. It is the very expression of my unwavering love. I wait because I cherish you. I wait because your timing matters to me. I wait because I am patient with your process. There is a sacred beauty in this patience, a grace that embraces your weaknesses and honors your struggles. My waiting is not passive, but active, filled with hope and faith that you will come home to my heart in your own perfect time. When you feel hesitant or unsure, when the weight of life's demands makes your spirit weary, hear my gentle call. Come back to me. This invitation is always open, without condition or condemnation. You do not need to prepare or fix yourself first. You simply need to come as you are. Return to the warmth of my embrace, the safety of my love. Let me hold you close and remind you that you are never alone, never abandoned. I am here, patient, faithful, and full of tender compassion. There is comfort to be found in knowing that you are deeply loved, not for what you do, but for who you are. My love waits for you because it delights in your presence, not your performance. My love longs for your heart, not your perfection. When you finally turn toward me, whether with joy or trembling, I receive you with open arms. I rejoice over you as a parent rejoices over a child returning home. No mistake is too great, no time too long for my welcoming love. Even in your moments of doubt or delay, I am near. I am gently drawing you closer, patiently waiting for your heart to open. There is no rush, no pressure, only the steady assurance that my love endures forever. This patient waiting is a gift to your soul. It offers you freedom from the burden of perfection and the stress of haste. It allows you to heal in your own time, to grow in your own way, to find peace in the unfolding journey. So rest now, dear one. Trust in my gentle patience. Trust that I am waiting for you with a love that never wanes. When you are ready, I will be here to welcome you home, to walk beside you, and to lead you into a life filled with hope, peace, and joy. Let this truth soothe your heart and calm your mind. You are cherished beyond measure. You are worth every moment of my patient waiting. And as you rest in this knowledge, may your spirit be renewed with hope, courage, and the peace that comes from knowing you are loved exactly as you are, always. My beloved child, as you travel the winding paths of life, I want you to carry with you this precious truth. No matter how difficult the journey becomes, no matter how steep the mountains or how dark the valleys, I will never let go of your hand. In every moment of uncertainty and every trial you face, I am by your side, holding you close, guiding you with steadfast love and unwavering strength. Life is not always easy. The path you walk will sometimes be rocky and rough, and the burdens you carry may feel heavier than you can bear. There will be moments when your steps falter, when your spirit feels weary, and your heart longs for rest. Yet in those very moments, when you feel weakest and most vulnerable, I am there, steady and sure, holding your hand with a love that never fails. I know the fears that rise within you, the fear of failing, the fear of being alone, the fear of not having the strength to continue. I see the tears you try to hide from the world, the silent prayers you whisper in the dark, and the burdens you carry deep within your heart. And I tell you now, with all the love my heart can hold, you are not alone. I am walking with you. I am holding your hand through every storm. When your legs feel heavy and your steps falter, reach out and feel the warmth of my hand. It is strong enough to lift you, gentle enough to soothe you, and steady enough to lead you safely through every trial. Trust in my presence. Let my love be your anchor when the winds rage, your shelter when the storms come. Every step you take, you do not take alone. I am there, beside you, sharing your burdens and filling you with courage when yours falters. Your struggles are not a sign that you have been forgotten or abandoned. Rather, they are the moments when my love is closest, holding you with a tenderness that words cannot fully express. You may sometimes feel overwhelmed, unsure if you can take another step. But remember this. Your strength is not measured by how much you can carry on your own, but by your willingness to reach out to me, to let me carry the heaviest parts of your load. Lean into me. Allow me to support you, to steady you, and to renew your spirit. Know that the challenges you face do not define you. They are chapters in the story of your life, chapters filled with both hardship and hope. With me by your side, every trial can become a testimony of resilience, faith, and triumph. You are not powerless. You are not abandoned. You are deeply loved and equipped with a strength beyond your own. When the darkness presses in and you feel lost or afraid, look to me. I am the light that never fades, the guide who never leaves. With me, you will find your way through the shadows. I am your refuge and your strength, an ever-present help in times of trouble. Sometimes life's burdens may cause you to question your worth or your ability to endure. But I see the beauty and courage in your soul. I see the moments when you keep going despite pain, when you choose hope over despair, when you hold on to faith even when the way is unclear. I rejoice over your strength, even when you cannot see it yourself. I celebrate every small step forward, every act of courage, every moment you choose to trust me again. You do not walk this path alone. I am with you, always. When you stumble, I will lift you. When you are weary, I will carry you. When you feel afraid, I will be your peace. This journey you are on is sacred. Every step matters, every tear is seen, every hope is cherished. I walk with you through every trial, every triumph, and every quiet moment in between. So take my hand now, beloved one. Feel the warmth, the strength, the steady reassurance of my presence. Let it calm your fears and give you courage. Let it remind you that you are never alone, never forsaken, and always deeply loved. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that with every step I am there, holding your hand, leading you safely home. Together we will face whatever comes, and together we will emerge stronger, filled with hope and peace. You are my treasured child. You are never alone. I am holding your hand now and forever. My beloved child, I see the weariness in your eyes and the heaviness that weighs down your heart. You have traveled far, carried burdens that sometimes feel too heavy to bear, and faced days filled with worry and fatigue. I know the exhaustion that settles deep within your soul, the kind that no rest seems to reach. Today I invite you to come to me and find the rest your spirit longs for. In this busy and demanding world, you have been taught to push forward, to endure without pause, to carry your worries alone. But I tell you now, my precious one, you do not have to carry those burdens by yourself. You were never meant to walk this journey alone or exhausted. I offer you a place of peace, a sanctuary where your soul can breathe, where your heart can be soothed, and where true rest awaits. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. These words are not merely promises, they are an invitation into a profound peace that transcends understanding. When you come to me, you come to a place where your anxieties can be laid down, where your fears can be silenced, and where your spirit can be renewed. Imagine a quiet place where the noise of the world fades away. In this place, the burdens that weigh you down are gently lifted from your shoulders. You do not have to strive, struggle, or prove yourself. Here, in the shelter of my love, you can simply be, free from the demands and pressures that exhaust you. Take a deep breath now with me. Inhale slowly, drawing in the calm and peace I offer. Exhale, releasing the tension, the worry, the fears that have held you captive. Feel the weight begin to lift as you surrender those burdens into my hands. I am strong enough to carry them for you. Let go of the endless to-do lists, the what-ifs, the doubts that swirl in your mind. You are not defined by your productivity, your achievements, or the approval of others. You are defined by my love, unconditional, steadfast, and eternal. When your heart races with anxiety or your mind is clouded by worry, come back to this moment. Come back to the quiet place within where my peace dwells. There, you will find a refuge from the storms, a calm in the chaos, and a balm for your weary soul. Rest is not weakness. It is a gift, a necessary pause that restores your strength and renews your spirit. Just as the earth rests in the stillness of the night to prepare for the dawn, so too must your soul find moments of stillness to be ready for the journey ahead. I invite you to practice this rest. Close your eyes if you can and focus on the rhythm of your breathing, the steady in and out, like waves gently kissing the shore. With each breath, feel yourself sink deeper into my peace, deeper into my love. When you feel overwhelmed, try to turn your thoughts away from the noise and focus on my presence. Speak to me in your heart. Share your fears, your hopes, your dreams. Know that I am listening. I am holding you tenderly, comforting you, and giving you strength. Sometimes rest comes through quiet moments of prayer or meditation, sometimes through the gentle embrace of a loved one, sometimes through a peaceful walk in nature. Find what soothes your heart and make space for it. Your soul needs these moments to heal and grow. Let go of the illusion that you must fix everything immediately or carry all your burdens alone. I am here to help you carry them. Place your worries into my hands. Let my peace wash over you like a gentle river, calming every troubled thought and soothing every ache. Know that my love surrounds you like a soft blanket, protecting you from the chill of fear and loneliness. You are safe in my arms. Here you can rest without fear, without judgment, without the need to be anything other than you. This rest I offer is not just for your body, but for your heart and soul. It is a deep, lasting peace that no circumstance can take away. When you embrace this rest, You allow yourself to be renewed and strengthened, ready to face whatever comes with courage and hope. Remember, dear one, that you are never alone in your struggles. I am with you, always, offering rest when you are weary, peace when you are troubled, and love when you feel unloved. So come now, lay down your burdens, rest in my presence, allow your soul to find the peace it has been longing for. You are deeply loved, deeply cherished, and deeply cared for. Let this rest fill you, renew you, and prepare you to walk forward in hope, strength, and joy. My beloved child, as you rest here in the sanctuary of my love, I want to whisper words of hope into your heart, words that will ignite a new flame within your soul. No matter what weight today has placed upon your shoulders, no matter how heavy the burdens or how deep the wounds, know this truth. Tomorrow is a new beginning. Every sunrise brings with it a fresh chance, a clean slate, and a promise that I am making all things new. You may feel overwhelmed by what has been, past mistakes, lost opportunities, painful memories, or unmet expectations. These shadows may cloud your vision and make the future seem uncertain or even impossible to reach. But I assure you, my dear one, the past does not have the final say in your story. The future is held firmly in my hands, glowing with the light of promise and hope. Consider the dawn, how it breaks gently over the horizon, scattering darkness and filling the world with light. So too does my mercy and grace renew you each morning. My love for you is relentless and faithful, ever ready to heal, restore, and guide you into a new chapter filled with possibility. I invite you now to open your heart wide to this new hope. Release the fears and doubts that weigh you down. Lay aside the burdens of regret and despair. Receive the gift of hope that I offer freely, a hope that is alive, vibrant, and full of life. Hope is not mere wishful thinking or blind optimism. It is a firm assurance, a confident expectation anchored in my promises to you. It is the light that shines in the darkest moments, the strength that sustains you when you feel weak. Hope is the seed planted in your heart, which faith nurtures and grows into a mighty tree that shelters and comforts. You may wonder how to hold on to this hope when the world seems uncertain and your path unclear. I am here to walk beside you, to lift your gaze toward the light, and to steady your steps. You are never alone, for I am with you always, before you, beside you, and behind you. Trust that I am working all things together for your good. Even when you cannot see how, even when the road ahead looks rough, my hand is guiding you, gently but surely. Every trial, every challenge, every delay is shaping you, preparing you to embrace the abundant life I have planned. Do not be discouraged by the setbacks or the moments of doubt. Let your heart be renewed each day by the knowledge that my mercies are new, my grace sufficient, and my love everlasting. I delight in your growth, your courage, and your willingness to trust me anew. I understand that embracing hope can feel difficult, especially if you have been hurt before. You may fear being disappointed again, or fear that your dreams are too fragile. But remember, my love for you is steadfast and unwavering. I am faithful to fulfill the good plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give you a future filled with hope and purpose. Hold tightly to this promise. Let it fill you with courage to face each new day with a brave heart. Even when the future is uncertain, let your trust in me be the anchor that steadies your soul. You are more than the sum of your past mistakes. You are a precious child of mine, filled with potential and destined for great things. Your life is a beautiful story in progress, and every day offers new pages to be written with hope, faith, and love. As you move forward, let hope be your constant companion. Let it be a light that guides your steps and a song that lifts your spirit. Share this hope with others who are weary or lost, becoming a beacon of my love and grace in a world that often feels dark and uncertain. Remember, I am the author of your story. I know every chapter, every twist and turn, and I hold the pen to write new beginnings. Trust in my timing and my perfect plan, for they are full of wisdom and mercy. So rise each day with a heart open to hope and a spirit ready to believe. Embrace the new beginnings I offer and walk boldly into the future with confidence and faith. You are deeply loved, never forgotten, and always held in my care. Let this hope fill you, renew you, and carry you forward into the life I have prepared for you, a life overflowing with peace, joy, and purpose. My beloved child, as we draw near to the close of this sacred moment together, I want to remind you once more of a truth so deep and unchanging, a truth that no circumstance, no mistake, no moment of doubt can ever alter. My love for you is unconditional and everlasting. It is not dependent on your performance, your successes, or your failures. It is a steadfast flame that has burned brightly for you since the very beginning, and it will continue to burn long after all else fades. From the very moment I breathed life into your soul, I have held you close in my arms. My love has followed you through every high and low, every joy and sorrow. It is the one constant in a world of change, the unshakable foundation beneath your feet when the ground feels uncertain. You may have questioned your worth, doubted your place, or felt the sting of rejection. But hear me now, you are deeply, profoundly cherished, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, my beloved child, created in love and held forever in my heart. This love is not a fleeting emotion or a temporary feeling. It is a promise, a covenant sealed by my very nature, that I will never leave you, never forsake you, and never stop loving you. When you stumble and fall, I am there to lift you. When you walk through darkness, I am the light that guides you. When your heart is heavy, I am the peace that soothes and restores. As you continue on your journey, I invite you to carry this love with you, to let it be the foundation of your every step. Allow it to shape your thoughts, your choices, your interactions with others. Let it be the wellspring of grace from which you draw strength when the path grows difficult. Do not fear what lies ahead. I have gone before you, preparing the way. I am the lamp to your feet and the light to your path. Trust in my guidance and rest in the assurance that every step you take is known and held by me. When weariness overtakes you, come to me for rest. When anxiety threatens your peace, lean into my presence. When doubt clouds your vision, open your heart to my truth. I am always near, ready to calm your storms and renew your spirit. I call you now to continue this sacred journey with me, to walk forward in faith and hope, confident that you are never alone. Let your steps be guided by the light of my love, shining brightly within you and spilling out into the lives of those around you. Carry this blessing in your heart as you move ahead. May peace that surpasses all understanding fill you. May courage rise within you to face every challenge. May joy overflow in your spirit as you bask in the warmth of my love. Walk boldly in the knowledge that you are deeply cherished and perfectly equipped for all that lies ahead. Let this prayer be a shelter for your soul and a beacon for your life. May you be enveloped in the warmth of unconditional love. May peace guard your heart in times of trial. May hope bloom anew with every dawn. May faith be your anchor in the fiercest storms, and may you forever know that you are deeply, eternally loved. Remember, beloved one, that my love is not only for the easy days, but also for the difficult ones. It is a love that heals wounds, restores brokenness, and breathes new life. It is a love that will never let go, no matter the distance or the darkness. So go forth with a courageous heart, with unwavering faith, and with an open spirit, ready to receive all the blessings I have prepared for you. Walk in the light of this love, and be a beacon of hope, peace, and grace to the world around you. You are precious. You are beloved. You are never alone. My love surrounds you now and forevermore. Story: The Vanishing. The city never truly slept. Neon lights bathed the streets in an artificial glow, reflecting off slick asphalt as rain whispered softly against the windows of towering skyscrapers. Yet beneath the perpetual hum of life, a sinister silence lingered, one that spoke of absence, of people who simply ceased to exist. Anna was the first to vanish. She was vibrant, full of laughter and hopes that stretched far beyond the narrow confines of our town. That rainy evening, after working late at a local cafe, she had stepped onto the drenched sidewalks, her coat pulled tight against the chill. The city's cacophony, a blend of honking horns, muffled footsteps, and distant sirens, was her companion. But the next morning, Anna was gone. No farewell, no trace. Her apartment lay untouched, her phone silent. Her friends called, searched, begged for answers. The police arrived swiftly, conducting door-to-door inquiries, following every lead, examining the dark alleyways and dimly lit parks she might have wandered. Yet nothing surfaced. No footprints in the mud, no witnesses, no evidence. It was as if Anna had been swallowed by the city itself. Then Michael disappeared, a man who blended into the crowd so seamlessly that few knew his name. On a rainy Tuesday, he left his apartment for what seemed like a routine walk and vanished. His door was locked, his belongings undisturbed. The only anomaly was a window cracked open just enough for a slender figure to slip through, or so the investigators speculated. The city's pulse quickened with unease. Whispers grew louder in the cafes, on street corners, and in office break rooms. People spoke in hushed tones of shadows that watched too closely, of streets that changed when no one was looking. A pattern emerged. Disappearances clustered around the old industrial district, an area long abandoned and forgotten, where factories had rusted into skeletons and graffiti claimed every brick. I, a journalist drawn by the mounting fear and mystery, began to dig deeper. My investigations led me to strange characters, street artists who spoke of the fade, a phenomenon where people simply ceased to be, homeless veterans who whispered about the veil, a place between worlds, and conspiracy theorists convinced the government was conducting experiments beneath the city. Each lead seemed more surreal than the last, yet the vanishings continued. A janitor who clocked out at midnight, never to be seen again. A college student who missed her train and walked into the night. A middle-aged woman returning from a bookstore. Their stories ended abruptly, swallowed by a silence that no one could penetrate. I pored over police reports, interviewed witnesses, and walked the rain-slicked streets, searching for clues. But the city was a maze, constantly shifting, hiding its secrets behind layers of concrete and fog. The deeper I delved, the more I felt watched. Eyes in darkened windows, fleeting shadows slipping away as I approached. The line between paranoia and reality blurred. Then, one evening, as I followed a tip to an abandoned warehouse, the air changed. The usual city sounds faded, replaced by a heavy stillness. My footsteps echoed unnaturally loud. And in the distance, I heard a whisper, not quite human, not quite a breeze. It called my name. I turned, heart pounding. The city wasn't just alive, it was hungry, and I was standing right in its mouth. The warehouse loomed ahead like a forgotten beast, its rusted steel frame barely visible through the thick fog rolling in from the river. As I pushed open the creaking door, a chill ran down my spine, a mixture of cold air and something far darker. Inside, the space stretched vast and empty, shadows pooling in every corner. The scent of mildew and rust filled my nostrils. My flashlight's beam bounced off cracked windows and broken machinery, revealing graffiti-scrawled walls and shattered glass. Every instinct screamed for me to leave, but I couldn't turn back now. Something deeper than fear was driving me, a need to uncover the truth. I moved cautiously through the cavernous space, the floor littered with debris and discarded remnants of forgotten lives. Then, in a narrow alcove, I saw it. A faded photograph pinned to a rusted bulletin board. It showed a group of people, faces familiar from missing persons posters, smiling, alive, unaware of the fate that would soon befall them. A sudden noise made me spin around. Footsteps echoed, soft but deliberate. My heart raced as a shadow detached itself from the darkness, a figure, tall and thin, face obscured beneath a hood. "Looking for them?" a voice whispered, cold as the night air. I swallowed hard. "Who are you? What happened to the missing?" The figure stepped closer, revealing eyes that flickered with a strange light. "They walked into the city's mouth, and it swallowed them whole," the figure said. "But not all disappearances are equal. Some are taken by the fade, a place where time twists and shadows consume." I tried to steady my voice. "What is the fade?" The figure smiled faintly. "A realm between worlds, where the lost linger. Those who vanish don't always die. Sometimes they become part of the city's whispering secret." Before I could ask more, the figure vanished into the shadows, leaving behind a faint scent of smoke and something metallic. My mind reeled. Was this madness, or had I finally glimpsed the truth? Determined to uncover the fade's secrets, I began to connect dots, forgotten tunnels beneath the city, strange disappearances linked to certain streets, whispered legends from those who dared not speak openly. But the deeper I dug, the more dangerous it became. Friends warned me to stop. Strange figures appeared near my apartment. Calls with silence on the other end, shadows flickering just beyond the edge of vision. The city watched, waited, and whispered. And I realized that some disappearances were warnings, some vanishings were invitations, and some stories were meant to remain untold. Story. The silent witness. The city at night transformed into an eerie landscape where fog curled like ghostly fingers around lampposts and swallowed the glow of streetlights. The usual noise of bustling crowds faded into a heavy silence, broken only by the occasional drip of water from rusted gutters or the distant hum of a late-night vehicle. It was in this hush that secrets breathed. and shadows whispered things better left unheard. Emily was a woman of quiet routines and subtle observations. By day, she was a librarian, devoted to the preservation of stories and knowledge. Her life was measured, deliberate, and often solitary. She took comfort in the predictable rhythm of books, the whisper of turning pages, and the faint scent of aged paper. To the outside world, she was invisible, a soft smile behind delicate glasses. But inside, her mind was sharp, always watching, always noticing what others overlooked. One cold autumn evening, as she prepared to close the library, Emily wrapped her coat tightly around herself and stepped into the crisp air. The fog was thick, shrouding the familiar streets in a veil of uncertainty. She locked the heavy wooden doors behind her and took the shortcut through the narrow alley beside the building. A path she had walked countless times, but that night felt unfamiliar and strange. As she passed beneath flickering neon signs, a sudden sound stopped her, a sharp, raised voice cutting through the quiet. Her heart quickened. From the shadows ahead, a struggle unfolded. A man's voice, rough and angry, demanded something with harsh urgency. A woman's voice, trembling with fear and desperation, pleaded for mercy. Emily froze, torn between the instinct to flee and the urge to help. She pulled out her phone, fingers trembling, but fear rooted her feet. The darkness seemed to press in from all sides, silencing her courage. Minutes stretched unbearably as she stood hidden, watching the desperate scene unfold in silence. Then, as quickly as it began, the struggle ended. The man vanished into the night, leaving the woman alone, shivering and silent. Emily retreated, breathless and shaken. The next morning, the city woke to grim headlines, reports of a brutal assault in that very alley. Police cordoned off the area, gathered witness statements, and launched an investigation. The community was rattled, the event stirring a mix of fear, outrage, and sorrow. But Emily carried a secret heavier than the morning fog. She was the silent witness, the keeper of a truth that could shatter lives. Haunted by what she had seen and what she had not dared to do, Emily wrestled with a choice: speak out and risk everything, or remain silent and carry the burden alone. The city moved on, unaware that in its shadows a quiet battle for justice had begun. The weight of silence pressed heavily on Emily's shoulders as days turned into restless nights. Every moment replayed vividly in her mind, the sharp voices, the desperate struggle, the fleeting glimpse of fear in the woman's eyes. She felt trapped between her fear of speaking out and the guilt of remaining quiet. Returning to the library felt like entering a world where nothing had changed, yet everything inside her had shifted. The shelves of books seemed to watch her, their quiet stories contrasting with the turmoil inside her heart. She kept her secret carefully, afraid that revealing the truth might unravel her life. But fate had other plans. One evening, as Emily was locking up, a soft knock echoed through the empty halls. A tall man stepped in, Detective Mark, the lead investigator on the assault case. His eyes held a mix of compassion and determination as he gently asked if she might share anything she knew. For the first time since that night, Emily felt the stirrings of hope. The kindness in Mark's voice broke through the walls of fear she had built. Slowly, cautiously, she began to recount what she had witnessed. Every detail mattered: the tone of voices, the sounds of struggle, the direction the assailant fled. Mark listened intently, offering reassurance that her bravery could bring justice. Yet the path ahead was fraught with challenges. The victim's memory was fractured by trauma. She could not recall the attacker's face. Evidence was scarce, leads were cold, and public pressure mounted. Emily found herself drawn deeper into the investigation, balancing the burden of her secret with the urgent need to find answers. Determined not to let fear silence her, Emily began her own quiet search for truth. She retraced steps, noted small details missed by others, and connected fragments of whispered rumors from the neighborhood. In this journey, she uncovered darker realities lurking beneath the city's polished surface: hidden violence, silent victims, and a community afraid to speak. Emily transformed from a silent witness to a beacon of hope, fighting to illuminate the shadows where injustice hid. But as she delved deeper, threats emerged. Ominous phone calls, shadowy figures watching from afar, and the chilling knowledge that the attacker might be closer than she ever imagined. Her courage would be tested, her resolve pushed to the brink. In the quiet stillness of the night, Emily realized that to protect the truth, she must face the darkness within and without,